Hey guys, today I welcome you to the Music Box, the show where I list out 5 songs, give you a little info on the bands, do a little this, a little that, give you a little sample, and maybe turn you on to some artists that you've never heard before. Go from all genres, mostly electronica today, but it could be anything. Let's wait and see. The first band we have is the band called Hadouken. I really like Hadouken. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. I actually have used 2 of their songs. My C9 Story video uses one of their newest singles, which is Levitate, and for years now I've used one of their earlier songs for the opening to my videos. So, feels right that I should shout them out first. They're from the UK, they're from London. They have about 3 albums out, 1 EP, all amazing. Like, there isn't like... They haven't put out that bad album, every artist seems to. They haven't done that yet. All are pretty good. They have a keyboardist, actually 2 keyboardists, a guitarist, a bassist, and drums. They do some remixes of other people's songs, but people seem to love to play their songs as remixes. I actually noticed one of their songs actually has more views on the remix than the original, which is a little bit of a shame. But man, this song in particular that I picked out, I didn't pick out either of the other 2 because you've heard them, but it's called Parasite. It has such a nasty beat, and it's so weird and eerie, which fits the tone of the song so perfectly, and the drop is just perfect. The video accompanying it is pretty good. In recent, when they re-released the song, after they released it as a single a few years ago, on the new album they put out, they re-released it and put a little extra in there. So check out both versions. I'll link to the song from their YouTube and their website. Go check them out. Our next band up is Breathe Carolina. Breathe Carolina is kind of like a really weird band because they cover so many genres. They're like, I've heard them called pop, I've heard them called hardcore, I've heard them called electronica. They pretty much mix all of it. And the song I picked, which is Sweat It Out, probably shows this the best mixture of being like post-hardcore into breakdowns and stuff, but also having an electronica bass and a little bit poppy, a little bit. But oh, it's such a good song. It has an amazing sample in there as well. Unfortunately though, one of the founders left this year. The band was originally two guys from Denver, Colorado, in the US, and the one member actually, he left the band this year to go become a dad. So congrats to him. Let's hope that band can keep together without him. They got a few new members, so they should be able to cover their bases. We should definitely check this song out. Our next artist is pretty unknown, I would say. I wouldn't say he's super popular, but he's really talented. Fox Stevenson. He's only 20 years old, from London. He writes his own music, he sings his own music, and he produces the beats for his own music. So it's kind of a scary amount of talent all in one. This song in particular, I really like it. It's called Lightspeed, and it actually doubles the tempo for the last verse, which is kind of really weird for an artist to do, but it works out really well. And I feel like he does a really nice job on this track, and pretty much all the songs I've heard from him are pretty damn good, so you should definitely check him out. This one actually has a free download with it, which is pretty nice. This song, I mean, the build alone is worth it. He definitely didn't suffer from Skrillex syndrome, which is have a really good beat in there, but then just ruin it with ear crunching music. We should definitely check him out. His name again is Fox Stevenson. Coming up in number 4. These aren't ordered in numerical order like I'm ranking them. We're just counting. But POS is our next artist. He's 32, He's from Minneapolis, Minnesota, here in the U.S. It's kind of strange because he really tries to blend like punk and kind of a little hardcore into rap and hip hop, which is not an easy task to do, but he does a really good job doing it. And this song, POS is Ruining My Life, he actually uses a sample from Under Oath, who is a Christian screamo band, and he uses it really well. Like, I don't think if you didn't know the Under Oath song, I don't think you would pick up on it really, but it's very powerful in the song where he uses it. I'm gonna link 2 songs below. One is like the original version. I'm also gonna link his website, and there's a second video of him performing it acoustically where he basically creates the song on the spot with a beat pad and an acoustic guitar, which is pretty crazy. To be able to be a rapper and a guitarist is rare enough, let alone to have like those genre clashes. And the song overall is just it's a real song. Like, I know, like, with a lot of rap songs, it's always about monies and hoes, and people are always like, we want a real rap song, and they always say they're real, but this one actually is. So you should definitely check it out. The last song I got for you today, I'm gonna send you off with something goofy and fun. It's a song called Pyromania. It's a Cascada remix. That's a Nightcore remix, which, if you don't know what Nightcore is, it's kind of like a remix. You add a few beats, and you basically crank the tempo up ridiculous amounts. And some songs work with it, some songs sound really stupid, and they just sound like a chipmunk. You have to be pretty good at remixing Nightcore for it to come out well. This is definitely one of them. I've shown this song to a lot of people who have said Nightcore is retarded, and then I show them this song and they're like, that's pretty good. So check it out. It's Cascada remix of Pyromania. I couldn't really find a lot of research on the remixer. I mean, that's kind of how it goes with Nightcore. It's kind of all over the place. But check it out, have some fun, and see you later. Also, if you notice my headphones are really wonky, it's because I broke them and they had to be duct taped back together. So that's why they look all lopsided and weird.
Bring out the beast inside of me. Don't be afraid, go into the blaze. It's gonna melt your fears away. I'm gonna get the fire started.